On last week's show, I covered the top 10 best gaming consoles of all time. This week, I'm going to be taking a look at the other end of the spectrum, showing you that not all consoles were all that great. And I keep looking up there and down there and up there and down there, because I'm so excited to show you the worst that gaming has to offer. Let's get it on. Number 10. RCA Studio II. The RCA Studio II was made by RCA and released in 1977. The graphics of the Studio II were black and white and resembled those of earlier Pong consoles and their clones. The Studio II did not have joysticks or similar game controllers, but instead used two 10-button keypads that were built into the console itself. Wait. Two 10-button keypads. 20 keys. Motherfucker. How the fuck are you supposed to put your fingers on these damn things? What? How? Okay. This console was only capable of producing simple beep sounds with slight variations in tone and length. The specs for this machine were all obsolete and prehistoric upon release, and in its day was like releasing an Atari 2600 next to the PlayStation 3. This thing's a dinosaur and should all just die. Just break and die. This is like, you know what this is like? It's like controlling Crash Bandicoot with a soundboard and remapping all the controls to be for different controls. This thing is outrageous. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm done. Number 9. Gizmondo. The Gizmondo is a handheld gaming console developed by Tiger Telematics. Yeah, I've never heard of them either. And it was released in March 2005. Now this thing was marketed as a handheld gaming console, but this thing was far from a handheld gaming console. This thing instead was a portable advertisement machine. Yay! Something every kid wants. But it was all okay, because it had Bluetooth, and a 1.3 megapixel camera, and GP fucking S. No, none of these things were needed in video gaming. None! Thankfully, the Gizmondo only sold less than 25,000 units, concentrating this plague into almost non-existence. Due to the Gizmondo device's inevitable failure, Tiger Telematics were forced into bankruptcy. Another smile from God onto the gaming industry. Plus, the console's best-selling game was Sticky Balls. Yeah, let that sink into you. Number 8. LaserActive. LaserActive. Sorry, every time I think of this console, I think of that one commercial with the Japanese guy going, LaserActive. Yeah, I'm sorry. The LaserActive is a converged device and 4th-gen game console capable of playing laserdiscs, compact discs, console games, and LDG karaoke discs. Sounds like a good deal, right? Well, the geniuses behind this invention were the Pioneer Corporation, and they released LaserActive in 1993. The initial selling point of this console was sound, a console that could play many things instead of just one. However, in order to play these games, and all of them, and other than the games designed for LaserActive, which is like 5, you need huge, bulky add-ons, which is like the Sega Mega Drive add-ons, but about 10 times worse. These add-ons cost at least $100 a pop, when the system itself cost $970 US. God, what the fuck? What? So much money. What the fuck? Every console during this time was cheaper than that, so many gamers decided against buying a LaserActive. Get out of here, you mix-up of 17 different consoles. We hate you. We don't want to spend our hard-earned cash on you. We'll just go with the Sega Mega Drive. That shit was great. And it was released like, what, 5-6 years earlier? Yeah, something like that. I can't even remember. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to bed. Number 7. Pippin. The Apple Pippin was an open multimedia technology platform designed by Apple and released in 1995. Oh shit. Here we go. A game console developed by Apple. Let's just see how this goes. I mean, let's remain optimistic. I mean, Steve Jobs, he was a good guy, right? Oh, he didn't head the project. Oh shit. That makes me a little more nervous. The thing was basically a computer that was made into a game console in 1995. Visualize a 1995 computer that was attempted to be marketed as a video game console, and you get the Pippin. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking. Number 6. Action Max. The Action Max is a console that used VHS tapes for video games. It was created in 1987 by Worlds of Wonder. Again, I've never heard of them. So you expect a console to play its own games, like, you know, the PS1 does with its games, and the N64 does with its games, and every other fucking console does with its games? Yeah, well, you're wrong! The Action Max required you to have a VCR to play the tapes. Don't know what a VCR is because you're too young? Well, fuck you! The only thing resembling a controller with this thing is a light gun. What? Well, it's okay, because this thing had an absolutely massive game library. A huge, astounding number of 5. Action Max. Worlds of Wonder. I'm taking my DeLorean back in time to destroy you. Don't wait up. Number 5. 3DO Interactive Multiplayer. The 3DO is a console developed by the 3DO Company, which was released in 1993. I use jokes to describe the other consoles on this list, but for this one, I'm gonna be relatively serious. The 3DO lacked any decent exclusive and at astronomically high asking prices of $700 US. The main titles for this console were just interactive movies that starred B-list celebrities in order to sell the product. Kinda like the Got Milk ads of our time, but about 10 times worse. This console is a disgrace to what gaming is about, and like the Gizmondo, put advertisements and products over the console itself. Thanks 3DO and Panasonic. Yeah, this thing was published by Panasonic for being huge dicks with your console. Number 4. Atari Jaguar. Yeah, you guys knew this one was coming. The Atari Jaguar was released in 1993 by the Atari Corporation. The Jaguar was marketed under the Do the Math slogan, saying that their 64-bit system was better than the 32-bit systems of the time. Go watch some of their commercials. If I watched some of those when I was like 11 or 12, I wouldn't want to buy the motherfucker, because they portray gamers as complete retards. 64 bits is better than 32 bits. Do the math. Duh! Who had the 64-bit again? God, I hate that fucking commercial so fucking much. Where was I? However, the way they executed these 64 bits was like having all of your favorite TV shows on separate TVs right next to each other, with each TV blaring at 100 decibels. It's too much. It's no mash, yeah. Atari definitely didn't know what they were doing with these 64 bits, because the system was complete and utter shit. It looked like a giraffe pooped on a midget's face. Like, Jesus. Ugh. First of all, the controller sucked complete ass. Behind the RCA Studio II, it had the second most buttons on a video game controller. Why so many fucking buttons? Why do you need this? How am I supposed to hold this? What the hell? What? All of the games were terrible, and they didn't even look like they were running on 64 bits. They looked like they were fucking 4-bit. What, like, all I see is random polygons everywhere. I don't even know how to play this damn game. How do I beat this? I don't even want to beat it. I just want to leave it alone. Leave it forever. I don't want to see it anymore. It's no wonder the Jaguar put Atari out of business. It was a huge mistake, and Atari should be ashamed of themselves. Atari, I loved your 2600. I did. Just go burn in a hole for the Jaguar. I don't give a shit about you anymore. Number 3. N-Gage. The N-Gage is a mobile phone and a handheld game system made by Nokia. Whoa, hold up. a mobile phone handheld gaming device. Was a good idea. What the actual fuck? This console was initially made to lure gamers away from the Game Boy Advance by including a mobile phone functionality. Who the fuck wants to hold this motherfucking thing up to your ear? Can you hear me now, motherfucker? Can you hear me, motherfucking no? Because I'm holding this big brick up to my fucking ear, and everyone's fucking staring at me, and I gotta talk to your ass, because I've got a meeting in 5 minutes, and I'm playing a video game before I'm doing it. So, ha! Oh. The screen is so fucking small, it's ridiculous. It's like playing a Game Boy Advance game through a motherfucking kaleidoscope. It just doesn't fucking work, Nokia. I'm so glad the N-Gage is gone and dead forever, or else I'd kill something. Like maybe a rabbit. I'll shoot a rabbit. Yeah. Number two. Philips CDI. The Philips CDI is an interactive multimedia CD player developed by Royal Philips Electronics NV. Who the fuck are all these people? I mean, I've never heard of them. Maybe it's because their console sucked, I don't know. This thing became available in 1991, and its main primary function was to play boring, educational video games starring popular video game mascots of the day. Games like Zelda's Adventure and Dr. Mario released for the system and flopped hardcore. This system is the equivalent to making a movie and putting Mark Martin in as a construction worker instead of a race car driver. Wait a minute, this is a show for nerds. No one knows who the fuck Mark Martin is. This thing is the equivalent of making a movie, putting Felicia Day in it, and this is a documentary by the way, putting Felicia Day in it, and saying she's a Playboy bunny. No, you're lying to us, Phillips. Felicia Day is most certainly not a Playboy bunny. Can we has, please? Number one! Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy... I can't even take this seriously. The Virtual Boy is a tabletop video game console developed and manufactured by Nintendo. Nintendo did this to us. What did we ever do to you, Nintendo? We gave you our money. We gave you our hearts. Why did you do this to us? Oh my... Nintendo has forsaken us. Oh. The console was designed to bring 3D graphics and virtual reality to the gaming industry. A concept that was far ahead of its time. The system featured only one color, and gave up basic game mechanics just to be innovative. Not smart, Nintendo, not smart. All of the games were red monochrome, and unattractive as hell. This console was just ick on all levels. It caused neck problems because of its lack of available movement, and eye problems due to its monochromeness and poor graphics. This console was definitely Nintendo's worst product. How the fuck did this thing get through testing? Who? What? All of your beta testers are fucking morons! Hey, let's sit in this crouched position for about 50 minutes while our necks get cramped, and let's look at this monochrome red light for 50 minutes. Yeah, this thing's gonna sell, Miyamoto. This thing is the worst thing to ever touch the gaming industry ever. It's... oh my god. Just destroy the rest of the Virtual Boys. Just... every Virtual Boy in the world, right now, needs to be destroyed. That's how bad it is. That, along with any other console on this list. Yep, they're all needing to destroy, exterminate, exterminate. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any ideas on top 10s I should cover, leave them in the comments section. I'll consider them, and I'll put them in production if I like them. Next week's show will not be about gaming. It will be about nerd culture, but it won't be about gaming. It's going to be about a topic I love, but it just doesn't fit in the video game theme. So just letting you know, next week is going to be something completely different. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.